You finish your workout and you feel incredible. Your heart is pumping, energy is up, that deep sense of satisfaction that only comes from moving your body and actually challenging yourself. But then a few hours later, something else shows up. Redness under your breasts, itching along your bra line, that damp, uncomfortable feeling that just won't go away, and irritation you just can't quite explain. Sound familiar? For so many women, this is a regular part of post-workout life, and most of us either just push through it or assume that it's something that just comes from exercise. But here's what I want you to know. It doesn't have to be this way, and it's not your fault. What happens after your skin after a workout is real, it's common, and once you understand it, it's actually quite manageable. Today, I'm walking you through the full picture, what exercise does to your skin, why certain areas need extra attention afterwards, and exactly what to do to help your skin recover as well as your muscles do. Hi guys, I'm the PH Lady and let's jump into it. Before we get into what to do, I want to start with something important because it changes how you think about everything else. Sweating is not the problem. When your body temperature rises during exercise, your sweat gland releases moisture to cool you down. Without that process, your body would struggle to regulate the temperature at all. Sweat is one of your body's most essential and intelligent responses to physical effort. If you've worked up a sweat, that's your body protecting you. That's something to feel good about, not embarrassed by. The issue isn't that you sweat. The issue is what happens when sweat stays on your skin long after your workout has finished. Damp fabric sitting against your skin, moisture trapped in areas with limited airflow, friction that continues even when you're no longer moving. These are things that create the conditions for irritation, redness, and discomfort. Understanding this matters because it means the goal isn't to stop sweating or to feel bad about it. The goal is to give your skin the right support afterwards, and that's much more manageable and much kinder place to start from. During a workout, your skin is dealing with a lot at once. So your body temperature rises, sweat production increases, your clothing fits more closely than usual, movement creates friction, and in areas with limited airflow, so that's underneath the breasts, under the arms, inner the thighs, where moisture builds up, where there's nowhere else for it to go. All of this puts real pressure on your skin barrier. So your skin barrier is your body's first line of defense. It locks in moisture, keeps irritants out, supports healthy skin bacteria, and helps maintain your skin's natural pH. That slightly acidic level that keeps everything balanced and calm. So when sweat, heat, and friction combines over the course of a workout, this protective barrier can become quite stressed. So this is why skin feels more sensitive, itchy, or reactive after exercise. It's not weakness, it's just your barrier telling you that it's worked hard and needs a little bit of recovery time. So the key areas to pay attention to are underneath your breasts, along your bra lines, underneath your arms, in between your thighs, basically anywhere where skin rubs against skin or clothing. So these are the areas that carry the most load during exercise and the ones that benefit most from little extra care afterwards. I would like to spend a moment on the underbreast area specifically because it's one that almost never gets talked about, and yet it's one of the most effective zones during and after exercise. So let's think about what's happening there during a workout. There's constant movement, pressure from your sports bra, very limited airflow, trapped heat, and prolonged moisture with nowhere to evaporate. And here's what a lot of people don't realize. Even after your workout has ended, if you stay in your sports bra, that damp fabric continues sitting against your skin, that friction doesn't fully stop, and the moisture doesn't immediately go anywhere. So over time, this disrupts the protective acid mantle that we spoke about earlier, and that's when you start to notice the redness, the chafing, the soreness, sometimes a smell that feels different than usual, all of which can appear well after you've finished exercising. This is not a hygiene issue. This is not something wrong with your body. This is simply an area that faces unique conditions during exercise and that generally benefits from a little targeted care afterwards. So knowing that and knowing what to actually do makes an enormous difference. Here's the good news. Looking after your skin after exercise doesn't have to be complicated or time consuming. A few consistent habits really makes a real difference. Step 1, change out your damp clothing as soon as you can. This is the single most important thing you can do because it's tempted to run errands, grab a coffee, drive home in your gym kit, but every time in damp fabric is more time moisture is sitting against your skin. Changing promptly removes the main source of prolonged irritation. Step 2. Shower with lukewarm water. I know a hot shower feels like a reward after a hard workout, but very hot water can strip your skin of its natural protective oils and disrupt your acid mantle. So lukewarm water cleanses effectively without that extra stress. Also, use a gentle cleanser and avoid scrubbing hard on already sensitive areas. Step 3. Dry your skin thoroughly and don't rush this. Gently pat, dry, or rub. Pay particular attention to under your breasts, your underarms, and anywhere where skin folds. Small amounts of trapped moisture left behind after a shower can contribute to irritation later in the day. This step is quick, but it generally does matter. Step 4, choose breathable clothing after you shower. So give your skin a chance to breathe. Cotton or other breathable fabrics let air circulate and help your skin to return to its natural balanced state more quickly. Step 5, support moisture-prone areas proactively. If you regularly experience underbra sweat or friction after exercise, a soft, breathable liner worn inside your bra can absorb any residential moisture, reduce rubbing, and support your skin through the rest of the day. It's not about hiding sweat, it's just about keeping your skin comfortable and supported. And step 6, rehydrate. Exercise increases fluid loss through sweat, and replacing those fluids supports healthy skin, temperature regulation, and your skin barrier function. Water is generally one of the simplest and most effective forms of post-workout self-care. Let's quickly cover the habits that, even with the best intentions, can make post-workout skin discomfort more likely. So 1, staying in damp sports bras for hours afterwards. This is a big one and something I personally used to do a lot before I knew this information. So the longer damp fabric sits against your skin, the longer that the disruptive environment continues. 2, skipping the shower after intense exercise. Sometimes life gets in the way, but whenever possible, removing sweat from the skin soon after exercise helps your skin to recover its natural balance much faster. 3, scrubbing irritated skin aggressively. If your skin is already reactive or sore, harsh scrubbing disrupts the barrier further. Gentle is always the right approach here. 4, wearing tight synthetic clothing all day after your workout. Your skin has already been through a lot, so clothing that continues to trap heat and restrict airflow throughout the rest of the day doesn't give it a chance to recover. And 5, ignoring early signs of irritation. Your skin is communicating with you, so a little redness, a little itching, these are early signals. Catching them early and responding gently prevents a much bigger problem later on. Recovery is about the whole body, and your skin deserves to be a part of that. Remember, a successful workout doesn't end when you leave the gym, your workout class, or your local gym. It ends when your whole body, including your skin, has had the chance to recover. You work hard, you challenge yourself, your skin works hard right alongside you, and small habits that support it afterwards aren't an afterthought. They're part of the complete picture of looking after yourself. If this video helped you, I'd love to know. Leave a comment below. Tell me which step that you're going to add to your routine first, or share what you've been experiencing after your workouts. Your comments generally help me to know what to cover next time. If this resonated with you, please share it with a friend who also loves to exercise. This is the kind of thing that makes a real difference and that nobody talks about enough. Subscribe for more. I'm going to be covering skin health, pH, hormones, body care, and everything that your body has been quietly trying to tell you. So until then, I hope this video brought you pH balance in comfort, support, and confidence. Bye guys.